What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, and I am the proud pastor and founder of the Rehab Christian Center. Listen, this message in this video is twofold. One, let me thank you for all of your support for us during the COVID season that we've been experiencing. We're still not back in the building, but I can't say thank you enough to all of our members and to all of our partners near and far who have been instrumental in partnering with us and helping to engage with us and also helping to sow into our ministry on a consistent basis so that we can continue to do ministry the way we do it. So I'm grateful to you. I am certainly praying that the messages, that the ministry, that the teachings have been impactful to you in your life. I'm grateful and so grateful for all that you've done for us over this last 6-7 months. Because of your giving, we have been positioned now to go ahead and do some upgrades and some renovations to our equipment here in the building to prepare for a return back to the building. Don't know when we're coming back, but I do know that we're going to be coming back, and hopefully soon. And so we're working on some sound things and video things. We want to continue to bring this experience to you in both in person and virtual space. And so I'm grateful for your giving. It has made that possible. And I simply can't say thank you enough. Now, I want to challenge you. Here's the second reason. We are looking at this building and thinking about whether or not we're going to continue our journey here, if we're going to purchase this space, or if we're going to look to purchase and move on to another space. And so I'm here to introduce our capital campaign. I want to challenge you every single first Sunday, starting in December, to consider planting a $99 seed into our ministry. That's for members, that's for visitors, that's for people who frequent our ministry, who are not members, but they really enjoy the ministry that takes place here. I want to challenge you to sow a $99 seed every first Sunday. One of the things that we want to do is we want to show the banks and we want to show potential lenders that we are prepared for this next phase of ministry that God has us. And so I'm grateful. We'll be celebrating 8 years next August if the Lord wills us. And I want to position us to occupy the land. It might be this land, it might be another land, but I want to position us to occupy the land. And so you should see our mediums of giving on the screen right now. I want to challenge you every first Sunday, starting in December, to plant a $99 seed into this ministry. If this ministry has been a blessing to you, I want to challenge you to do it. If you're a member of this church, I absolutely am expecting you to continue to sow and plant into your ministry. And I promise you, God's going to bless you. How? Good measure, pressed down, shaking together, running over. He's going to send people to be a blessing to you because of how you blessed us. All right. And so don't forget the capital campaign. You have been challenged, and I'm grateful for what God's going to do because of your giving. Listen, I love you. I'm praying for you and your family. Peace and blessings. What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, and it is good to see you for another virtual life study experience with the Rehab Christian Center. And I am back in a place I haven't been in some time, and that is in my basement. I've been coming to you from the church several times over the last, I think it's been about a month now. And so I'm grateful to be back in this space and part and parcel because a lot of my Instagram friends and members and virtual members have been fussing about the quality on Instagram. We've been trying different softwares to try to make this thing work out. And so we've kind of been all over the place, but wanted to come back to you in this format so I could really get back with my Instagram crew. And so I'll be honest with you, and this was personal for me. I really wanted to be back with them. So good evening to all of you. Listen, let's get this party started. We have another powerful message to share with you tonight. We are on part 2 of this series that we started last week, 30 Proverbs for Wise Living, where we are literally going through the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, and eventually 23, verse by verse, line by line, and sharing some very candid things as it relates to those wise sayings that are in that book. And I can't wait to share it. And so I've got 35, 40 minutes of another practical session with you tonight. And so do me a favor,
I need everybody to start sharing. I need everybody to start hearting. I need everybody to start liking this experience. I need you to start tagging people now and get them on the line. Let's go through the mediums. I'm going to start with Facebook. Good evening to you. It is good to see you, and certainly praying that you've had a phenomenal and blessed week so far. And thank you so much for tuning in. Now, do me a favor. You're in the room. Make sure you speak when you get in the room. Don't come to the chat room, the virtual space, the virtual church, and not say hello or good evening or something. So make sure you say good evening, and then do me a favor. I need you to hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 of your friends right now and tell them to tune in to Life Study tonight. Come on. I need you to do it quickly. Because this is going to be a quick, fast, and powerful lesson and experience tonight. So I need you to tag 5 people. Come on, Facebook, start a watch party if necessary. If not, tag 5 people. Tell them to jump on the line, and I promise you it's going to bless them in a tremendous way. Instagram, I'm back here in your face. It's good to see you tonight. And certainly praying that you've been having a phenomenal week so far. Instagram, y'all do me a favor, fill it up with hearts. Let me know you're watching, and then I need you. Let's get this number climbing quickly. Hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 people quickly. Tell them to jump on the line. I need every single member and visitor and friend that's been talking junk about Pastor not being in this format. I need y'all to tag them and tell them to get on the line right now. I don't want to hear no mouth after tonight. You tell them to get on the line right now up at Instagram. Hit that little @ symbol, tag 5 of your friends. Tell them to tune in for what is sure to be another powerful message. Twitter, Periscope, good evening to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm certainly praying that God has been blessing you all week long. Do me a favor, would you, if you are in the Twitter world, the Periscope world, do me a favor. I want you to hit that @ symbol. I want you to tag 5 people and then fill it up with hearts. I want to see hearts shooting up the screen. If you're on Periscope, fill it up with hearts. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a blessed message tonight. And I'm so grateful that you in the Twitter world have joined us. And finally, YouTube. Wow, we had several viewers on YouTube Sunday. What a powerful message on manifestation. I'm going to get to that in just a second. But we had just a powerful, nice core of people on YouTube Sunday. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, I need you to invite 5 people. If you're on YouTube, if you're tuning in on YouTube, maybe you're watching the replay, I want you to invite 5 people. So first of all, like our page, subscribe to our page. It's at the REHABCC. It's at the REHABCC. And then I need you to tag 5 people. Tell them to tune in for Life Study tonight. This is going to be a blessed message. I'm so grateful for this series. I love the practicality of what we're going to deal with tonight. And I'm grateful to be here. All right, come on, y'all. This number ain't moving fast enough. And I got to get started in literally 30 seconds because I know I'm going to run out of time again. So I need you to hit that @ symbol. I need you to tag 5 people quickly and tell them to jump on. We're about to get into these 30 Proverbs for wise living. And we're going to extend this lesson on wisdom and the importance of wisdom. And we're going to really deal with these verses in a practical way. Some good verses we're going to get into tonight. That we're going to share tonight that I promise you are going to give you some significance. They're going to give you some practicality for everyday living. And I can't wait to share with you. Listen, while you are tagging 5 people, I need you to be tagging 5 people. I hope you all have been doing your homework. I hope you have written out the thing that you are declaring, that you are expecting to manifest, or expected to manifest in your life. And then I hope you are saying it every single day. Let me tell you something. Sunday was crazy. Sunday was crazy. It was so crazy that literally things that I started writing out started happening. And I ain't talking about the next day. I'm talking like within hours, things started happening. It was so, Sunday night was just crazy. I'm telling you, the power of manifestation is a powerful thing. It's a powerful tool that we all possess. The power of imagination, a powerful tool that we all possess. And so I hope you have been writing. I hope you've been writing and talking. Remember, you got to say it until you see it. And if you don't see it, you got to keep saying it. And that's just a powerful thing. And I hope you've been doing your homework all week long. All right, let me get into this. I got to get into the lesson. We got a ways to go. We are again talking about 30 Proverbs for wise living. I'm in Proverbs chapter 22 tonight. We are picking up at verse 28. So Proverbs chapter 22, verse 28. If somebody would get that for me quickly, New Living Translation, put it up on the screen. You're going to take notes tonight. And again, we're going to get back into this thing about wise living. We're going to talk about these Proverbs over these 2 chapters, and really the significance of applying these Proverbs to your life, and it's going to bless you. All right. So Proverbs chapter 22, verse number 28. Proverbs 22, verse 28, New Living Translation. That's where we're starting. All right. And again, share this video, tag 5 people. Here it is. Proverbs 22, verse 28, New Living Translation. It says this: don't cheat your neighbor by moving the ancient boundary markers set up by previous generations. Which means, and this is the best way I can describe this. I don't want to say this because y'all don't know where I live. And so I can't worry about getting in trouble saying this. But my neighbor, one of my neighbors, really annoys me because when they cut the grass, so when I moved to this neighborhood, the old guy that was there before me. And when I first went out to cut the grass, he showed me where the line was. And if you got a house or any kind of property, you cut grass, there are just these unspoken boundaries, right, that are in place. And so he showed me the line. He was like, Zeb, this is where your property kind of ends. This is where mine begins. And that was critical. So I knew that when I cut the grass, I knew not to go too far. I knew not to come over my line, all of that stuff. But this new neighbor I got that I've had for about a year, every time they cut the grass, they are all in my yard. And I can't stand it. Like, it really annoys the life out of me that they're always in my yard. And so this verse is really speaking to that. This verse is speaking to how we cheat our neighbors by moving markers or boundaries that were set up by previous generations. And it's really talking about giving honor to those things that the generations before you have done. Now, it does not suggest that you cannot change boundaries or things can't change over time. It doesn't suggest that. But what the verse does suggest is that we honor the things that have been set up by previous generations, right? And that we don't come in willy-nilly, just all over the place, just wrecking shop with things that have previously been put in place. We attempt to honor the things that have been set up by previous generations as best as we can, all right? Verse 29, Proverbs 22, verse 29, New Living Translation. Tag 5 people. Come on, Instagram, y'all quiet. Y'all talk junk about me, I'm on the line. Tag 5 people quickly. All right, look at this. Proverbs 22, verse 29. Do you see any truly competent workers? I'm in Proverbs 22, verse 29. Do you see any truly competent workers? They will serve kings rather than working for ordinary people. Here's the key in verse 29. The key word is competency. I'm going to say this, and I want to get you mad real fast. I don't care how good you look. I don't care who gave you the hookup to get you the job that you work, to get you the money that you got. I don't care about none of that. At the end of the day, nothing sustains success like competency. I want you to record this. Nothing sustains success like competency. Not who you know, not who you're connected to, but at the end of the day, what you know. Competency is one of the greatest skills you can have to be successful in anything. And that's really the problem, if I can be honest. That's really the problem with a lot of people that are around some of us. A lot of people think that it's enough to know people, or it's enough to be connected to people, or it's enough to have the right people in your circle, or it's enough to have people to give you a hookup. No, nothing sustains success like competency. At the end of the day, I would rather you be positioned where you are because of what you know and the hard work that you put in, the wisdom that you have and the knowledge that you have, versus somebody putting you in place. Because let me tell you something. When people put you in place, they have to keep you in place. Are y'all recording? When people put you in place, they got to keep you in place. When people hook you up, they got to keep hooking you up if you ain't got no competence. Right? If you don't have the wisdom and the knowledge necessary to be where you are. And so it tells us in verse 29, if you see any truly competent workers, at the end of the day, competent people will serve kings and not ordinary people. Your competence, your wisdom, your ability to know, your ability to do can put you in the right circles faster than any other connection that you have. Now, hear me. Because this is going to sound like I'm contradicting myself. Yes, sometimes when you don't have the right connections, or yes, sometimes when you're not rubbing elbows with the right people and you are competent, it can take you longer to be successful or get to the top in the eyes of people. It can take you longer for people to have spotlight on you. I understand that. But I'm talking about having a real sense of wisdom, a real sense of competence that positions you to the point where you are successful, whether people know you or not. And what is unfortunate is some people's success is only connected to who they know. And there comes a day and time where your competence, your wisdom, your knowledge, your hard work has to position you to be able to cause you to reap the fruit and the benefits of what you do and what nobody else does for you. Listen, I love my dad. I love my mom. My mom and dad, you ask me, I have the greatest parents that have ever existed. They've both been very successful. At the end of the day, their success can only take me but so far. At the end of the day, even when you're connected to people who are successful, who are competent, who have done great things, what puts you before great people is your own competence. Some of us need to stop riding folks' coattails. Stop riding the coattails of people, because if people can give you success, I'm here to tell you, they can also take your success away. Are y'all listening to me? If people can give you success, they also can take your success away. So it's never wise to ride the coattails of people. But it's more wise to find your own competence, to find your own wisdom, to find your own work ethic, and then rely on those things to be what it is that you need to be. All right, making sense? Look at this, Proverbs chapter 23. We're in Proverbs chapter 23. That's the end of Proverbs 22. Proverbs 23, verse number 1. This is where it gets fun. Proverbs chapter 23, verse number 1 says this: while dining with a ruler, pay attention to what is put before you. If you are a big eater, put a knife to your throat. Don't desire all the delicacies, for he might be trying to trick you. Now, this is a little bit of old school teaching here, right? Proverbs 23, verse 1 through 3. But the writer says that when you are eating with a ruler, a boss, a king, somebody in charge, pay attention to what they put in front of you, right? Don't go in the room just eating everything, doing everything. Pay attention to what they put in front of you. And if you're a big eater, put a knife to your throat. In other words, slow down, right? You don't walk in the room with the king and your focus is on the food that they put in front of you. And your desire shouldn't be on all the delicate stuff that you see around you, because it might be a setup. This is like, I love these Proverbs because it's really, it's just good old-fashioned teacher. I want to teach this the way it was taught to me. I've been fortunate to be in some rooms with some people who are movers and shakers, more than just the church world, but really in business and industry. People, multimillionaires, who have great influence, who do great things, and you're in the room with them, and there's food everywhere, and there's nice setup, and there's about to be great conversation. And one of the things my father taught me is that when you're in a room like that, your goal ain't to eat. Your goal is to learn. I'm trying to help some of y'all. Your goal in a room of influential people is not to eat. It's to learn. It's not to get full, sit at the table, and honestly, I'm gonna take it a step further. Not only is it not to get full, it's not to run your mouth. Now I know this, I'm gonna get in trouble here, but it's been a while since I screamed at y'all, and I'm in my basement and I feel like screaming. When you're in a room with people who are bosses, kings, leaders, queens, they're running shops, and you're invited to that room, you don't come in the room running your mouth. I know. This is wisdom 101. You come in the room, find you a seat in the room that ain't in the front, that's not where all the lights are. That's not where all the action is. Find you a little seat off to the side or maybe even the back. Sit down and learn something. Learn something. Yeah. One of the adjustments I've even had to make as a pastor, as an administrator in higher ed, as an assistant dean for a business college, one of the things that the adjustments I've had to make as now a leader that is oftentimes at the front table is now walking in rooms and being comfortable at the front table. Because I'll tell you, my father raised us as such that when you walk in these rooms, you don't just walk in the room and come running to the head table and come running to the food, or you the loudest person in the room, or they're having these conversations and you all in giving your 2 cents and a dime. No, when you're in a room with rulers, important people, and especially, and don't get offended by this, let's just keep it 100. You're in a room with important, special people, and especially if those people, their lives have a heavier weight than yours, your job is to shut up, find you a seat somewhere, be quiet and learn. Now, I know that's old school teaching. Well, Pastor, if they didn't want me to talk, Pastor, they wouldn't have brought me in the room. I'm not saying you got to shut up the whole time. I'm not saying you got to go in and you got to be a mute and you can't say that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is there is great wisdom in being surrounded by people who are wiser or more successful than you. And instead of you barging in the room with your mouth open, whether it's to talk or to eat, you barge in that room to be observant and to absorb. I love going in rooms that are larger than me. Listen to me. I love going in rooms that are larger than me. And when I get in those rooms, I don't walk in those rooms with business cards. I'm trying to help some of y'all, especially this young generation of preachers. Couldn't help it. Young generation of preachers that run in a room, and when they get in the room, they passing out business cards. They asking folk for their cell phone. I can't stand it. No, I get in a room, and when that room is, I love getting in a weightier room than me, because when I get in that room and all of these giants are in the room, I literally come in, I throw my hand up, I find me a seat on the back wall, and I take out my phone or my pad or whatever, and I start writing, and I start observing, and I start absorbing, and I start taking notes of what's going on in the room. Why? Because all of those delicacies and all of those things that you see around you, there was a price for that stuff. You know why? Let me tell you another reason why. Verse 3, Proverbs 23, where it says, don't desire all the delicacies. Let me tell you why. Another reason why you don't need to desire the delicacies of an important room, because you don't know what people paid to have what they have. Can I help some of y'all? There's a whole lot of you that are observing and that are jealous and envious of people because of what they have, and you want what they have, and you desire what they have, and you want to get what they have and get it how they get it. But let me tell you something. You might better be careful and slow in desiring everything you see, because you don't know what price people had to pay in order to have the stuff that they have. Listen, I'm all for admiring everybody. I ain't got no problem with admiring nobody. But what I do have a challenge with is desiring what everybody has. Because when you desire what everybody has, what you don't even realize is that subliminally, you're also desiring the process that they went through in order to get what they have. So when you desire to be able to preach like somebody, you might be desiring to go through the process they went through in order to have the word that they got. When you desire to have the relationship that somebody else has, you also might be desiring to go through all the hell they went through in order to have the relationship that they have. Admire everybody, but be careful of what you desire. Put it in the comments. Admire everybody, but be careful of what you desire. Because I'm telling you, everything that you desire, everything that you see comes with a price. It ain't free. Everybody want a Bentley until they got to pay the car note. Everybody want a 7 Series until they got to pay the note. Everybody. Everybody wants a big house until they got to pay the mortgage. You can admire everybody, but be very careful of what you allow your heart to desire. Because when you start desiring everything you see, you don't even realize that you are also desiring the process and the struggle and the pain and the sacrifice and sometimes the hurt and sometimes the confusion and sometimes the heartache and sometimes the sleepless nights that comes with everything that you desire. I learned a long time in my ministry, especially young in my ministry, that we walk around here desiring to have what folk got, because I learned fast, especially when I started pastoring. You can desire this stuff all you want to, but you are also asking God to take you to hell and to bring you back. Stop desiring what people have and learn how to admire and appreciate what people have. And then ask God, look, if it's my will, if it's your will, God, position me, prepare me to be able to handle everything that comes with having a 300, or that comes with having a 7 Series, or that comes with having a husband or a wife, or that comes with having a great relationship, that comes with having great friendships. Y'all admiring other folks and their great friendships, but you don't even realize the hell they went through just to have the bond they got. You just want a good friend. You just want somebody you can go to brunch with. And having a good friend is more than just having a brunch partner. Having a good friend is also having somebody that you didn't fell out with sometimes. Come on. It's also having somebody that you disagree with sometimes. It's also having somebody that you argue, fuss, and fight with sometimes. And so be careful of what you desire and make sure that you position yourself to admire things first and desire second, according to what it is that you're positioned to handle. All right, look at this. Proverbs chapter 23, verse number 4. I'm about to mess some of y'all up with this one. I couldn't wait to get right here. Proverbs chapter 23, verse number 4. All right, y'all recording notes. Have y'all tagged 5 people? It should still be up on the screen. Tag 5 people quickly. Tell them to get in. I got about 12, 15 more minutes. Proverbs chapter 23, verse 4, New Living Translation says this: don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Be wise enough to know when to quit. Don't wear yourself out trying to be rich. Be wise enough to know when to quit. Now, this doesn't mean you can't desire to be rich. So ain't nothing wrong with having a desire to be rich, a desire to have a lot, more than enough, to live in abundance. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's nothing wrong with that. But the proverb said, don't wear yourself out trying to do it. I'm gonna get in trouble here. Some of y'all will try anything to literally try to be rich. I'm about to get, Lord, I'm gonna get in trouble. I mean, you will try anything. You will, one week you selling lotion. 1 week you selling fitness products. 1 week you selling pet insurance. One week you open a t-shirt business. 1 week you frying fish. Listen, I'm all for the hustle. Pastor has no problem with anybody having some hustle and grind about them. That's not what I'm talking about. This ain't about the hustle. This is what I'm going to suggest to all of you. Instead of trying to work to get rich, what you should work on is finding your passion. Let me help y'all. Let me put on my career coach, professional development coach hat on, right? Many of you know I do that for a living. I'm certified. Let me put on my professional coach hat on and just give y'all a little bit of advice. When you try to chase money, instead of chasing a passion, you could very well end up being paid but being miserable. I'm trying to help you. Yeah, your bills might be paid. I know some of you even throwing a Bible. Well, Pastor, the Bible said money answer everything. Answer anything. I get it. I totally get that. But hear what I'm saying. When you are trying to chase money, you can end up getting a whole lot of money, but end up being miserable in the process. I don't know if y'all realize it, but rich people commit suicide all the time. Rich people are lonely and depressed too, right? So money isn't the end all be all. You got to find your passion. And don't hit me with, Michelle, don't hit me with the, well, my passion is to get rich. I get it. Getting rich how? How are you going to get rich? That's the answer. Because the focus needs to be less on the what, the money, and focus more on the how. When you focus on the how, I'm telling you, you're going to always have money. I don't care what you do for a living. You could be a mortgage broker. You could be an educator, and they don't make a whole lot of money. We don't make a whole lot of money higher ed. But let me just say this to you. When you chase your passion, you'll never be broke. Ever. You will never, ever, ever be broke. When I came to higher ed from industry, I'll just tell you this brief story. When I came to higher ed from industry, I literally took a $15,000 pay cut to come from industry to higher ed. And I wasn't making hardly no money, barely enough money to pay my rent, my bills, and have a decent little living. Struggling. And I remember my then director, Joyce Edwards, who was the director of career services, looking at me about a year in and saying, Zeb, you got a career, a real shot in this higher ed thing. You're going to make major impact. I'm telling you, it doesn't make a lot of money, but you got to keep digging into your passion, keep adding to your skills, get your degrees, keep going. And she wasn't lying. Years later, look up, I not only made that money back, but there have been times where my salary is literally doubled. Let me tell y'all something. Chase your passion. When you chase your passion and you are good at your passion, the money's going to find you. Money going to find you. Opportunities are going to find you. People with opportunities are going to find you. And I'm here to tell you, you will never go hungry chasing your passion. Now, if your passion is fitness and selling those products, and do it. If your passion is selling insurance or whatever, do it. But don't do it to get rich. Don't do your work to get, I know. This just goes against the grain. Don't do your work to get rich. Do your work because you have a passion about what you do. And when you got a passion about what you do, these folks on Instagram, I'm going to end up laying somebody out tonight. Y'all stop. This is why I can't go back into this format. When you chase your passion and do what you are supposed to do, you're going to always have money. You're going to always have opportunities. Opportunities are going to look for you. I'm here to tell you, opportunities have found me. Not because I was in a position where I was making a whole lot of money, but because I was in a position where I was doing everything that I could in my power to be great, to do my job well, and opportunities find you. Opportunities find you not when you chase the bag, but when you chase your passion. Put it in the comments right now. I know this goes against the grain, but I want you to put this in the comments right now. Stop chasing the bag and chase your passion. Come on. I know what it's like to work a good job and be miserable every day. Get up and be like, do I really have to do this every day? And that job was paying me well. I'm here to tell you, the bag ain't gonna always satisfy you. Stop chasing the bag and chase your passion. If you chase your passion, why y'all ain't typing this? Y'all didn't like this, did you? See, look, I don't see no comments. The comments real slow on that one, because all secular media tells you is chase the bag, chase the bag. Y'all putting up status, got to go to work, chasing that bag, chase the bag. Your favorite rapper tell you, chase the bag. Your favorite reality star tell you, chase the bag. They put up the meme, and all you hear is chase the bag, chase the bag, chase the bag, chase the bag. Let me tell you something. When you're already rich, it's easy to chase a bag. When you already got money, it's easy to chase more money. Okay? I'm here to say to you that if you're trying to find your way, chase your passion. Because when you figure out your passion, you'll never have another broke day in your life. When you figure out your passion, you'll never have another unfulfilled day in your life. I literally, when I'm done with my day's work, I feel so gratified, not because I'm making all this great grand money. I feel gratified because I know I am working in an area that speaks to my passion. Developing people, developing young people, developing older people, seasoned people, professionals, people from a spiritual standpoint. I'm chasing my passion. And so when I go to sleep and my head hits the pillow, it's good night. Because I've given my passion all I had. And as a result, God then sends open doors and ways out of no way, not because I'm chasing money, but because I'm chasing what drives me. Find your passion. Stop running after money so much and start looking for your passion. That might mean you might need to take a pay cut to go after a position that speaks to your passion. Take a few steps backwards and take that pay cut so you can take a few steps forward. I'm at a place in my career right now where honestly, money ain't everything. I would far rather be working a job where when I get up, I like the people that I work with every day. I like seeing them. I like being around them. I ain't dreading being around them. I would far rather have that and have a few dollars less than to be making a few dollars more. And when I get up, I got to pray. I got to have oil in my pocket. I'm greasing down doorknobs. I'm doing all of this stuff because I don't like the folk that I'm working around. Listen to me. Find your passion and go after that. If you find your passion and go after that, God then will allow opportunities because your heart's right, because you're in a space that reflects where you are. God will then help you to find opportunities that will allow you to be able to pay your bills. And then so I ain't telling y'all what I heard. You're talking to somebody who has taken pay cuts for certain jobs and people laughed at me, but now they ain't laughing. I'm in my passion. I do the things that I'm passionate about, and God always makes a way. It works. It works. All right. And so just make sure you do that. I'm here to tell you, make sure you do that so that you can work in spaces that you enjoy, so that you can work in places where you're comfortable with. I see a question. I got to answer this because I sure don't want anybody to see this. Take this the wrong way. When I say greasing doorknobs, I mean for those of you that don't like your coworkers. So you got olive oil in your pocket and you anointing their doors and you're anointing their doorknobs. And yeah, it works. Prayer works. But wouldn't you far rather have to feel comfortable working a job where you ain't got to anoint every doorknob where people touch because you're trying to get spirits off of them and all that stuff? No. Get you a job that speaks to your passion, that speaks to what it is that you desire, and everything else will work out for you. All right. Look at this. I got time for one more verse. Some of y'all know I'm telling the truth. Some of y'all, your coworkers' doorknobs are so greasy. Their doors so greasy, their seats greasy. They got up, they got wet spots on their pants because you've been anointed. I got to get this demon off my coworker. Well, if you stop chasing money and chase your passion, you might be in a job that you really enjoy around people that you like working with, and then the money will come. All right. Look at this. Proverbs chapter 23, verse number 5. This is the last one tonight. Wow. This time really goes by fast. Look, here we go. Now all my apostolic people, Pastor, we got the oil the whole bit. I get it. I'm not anti-oil. Pastor's not anti-oil. Y'all know this. I've slapped oil on y'all many days. I get it. Pastor's not anti-oil. I'm just pro-passion. I want you to be able to work a job. I want you to be able to work a job that you're comfortable with. All right. That speaks to what you love and what you enjoy. And then prove me wrong. Watch how going after your passion will cause you to start to manifest money. You'll start, don't y'all get me started tonight. You'll start manifesting your money and your finances when you go after your passion. I'm here to tell you what I know. I ain't making it up. Last verse, Proverbs 23, verse 5. You ready? So verse 4 says, don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Be wise enough to know when to quit. Verse 5 says, in the blink of an eye, wealth disappears, for it will sprout wings and fly away like an eagle, which means all this time, all this effort, all this energy you've spent trying to get rich, trying to get money is one thing. But in the blink of an eye, you can literally lose everything. And wouldn't it be a shame if you put all of your energy and effort into getting money and finances and those types of tangible things. And I'm not suggesting we don't need those things. We need money. You need money to survive. You need resources. So I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying that when you make that your priority instead of your passion, or that your priority instead of your purpose, wouldn't it be a shame that if at a blink of an eye, God took it all? Which is why you shouldn't be so in love with your money. You should be so in love with what you got. Some of y'all, when church was open, you weren't coming to church on Sunday because Sunday was your day to wash your car. Come on, Zion, talk to me. Sunday was your day to wash your car. You didn't get up. You was out all night Sunday. So you got up on Sunday. You washed your car. You got up on Sunday and you washed your clothes. And you said, well, I just catch it online. And I'm here to tell you, when you put material things first, in the blink of an eye, you can literally lose everything that you have. And so wouldn't it be a shame that if you put these material things, these material resources, money, all of these things, wouldn't it be a shame that if you put those things first, that God, that at any moment could then rip those things? Here's what going after your passion does. If you're going after your passion and you so happen to be making a little bit of money, you so happen to have a nice little this and a nice little that, you got a car, you got a nice little this, you got a couple of dollars in the bank, you got this, but you're working on your passion and you're working in your passion. It's your authentic passion, but you got all of these things. Even if those things are taken away from you, guess what's not taken? Your passion. Guess what's not taken? Your ability to do. Let me tell you the secret that I've discovered about passion. When you figure out your passion, you have then discovered a way to always have resources, to always have finances, to always have things flowing into you. Y'all going after the money. No, you got to figure this passion thing out and you got to perfect it. You got to perfect what your passion is, because when you perfect it, you can lose stuff, but your passion will always create opportunities for you. Your abilities, your knowledge, your competence, we talked about that earlier, will always create resources for you. So go after your passion. All right, I'm done. This blessed anybody tonight? That was a fast 35, 40 minutes. It goes by fast. This blessed anybody tonight? Did this make sense to anybody tonight? I hope it did. I can't wait to pray for you. Listen, I want you to type your prayer requests. Put your prayer requests in the comments tonight. If this blessed you, I want you to fill up the broadcast with hearts. I want to see hearts flying up the screen. And then I want you to type in your prayer requests. I need you to type in your prayer requests. I'm excited to pray for you. I'm excited to pray over your prayer requests. Yes, 45 minutes on Tuesdays. I'm trying to do better, Sister Michelle. Y'all remember life study used to be almost 2 hours? Y'all, life study used to almost be 2 hours. And I don't even know how I taught y'all on Tuesdays for 2 hours, Sundays for 2 hours. So anyway, fill up the broadcast with prayer requests. I'm giving you 30 seconds because I want to pray for you. I need to pray for you. I want us to sow a seed. I want us to get off of the broadcast tonight. But I hope this message on discovering your passion has blessed you, right? I hope this message on the connection between wisdom and competence and passion has blessed you. Listen, if you got a prayer request, I want you to type it in the comments. Come on, you got 30 seconds quickly. I have been praying for you this week. I have been praying for those things that you have on your declaration list. Remember, you got homework this week. You are supposed to be writing the things that you are declaring that you are expecting God to do. You are supposed to have written those things out, and you're supposed to be repeating those things every single day, because you're manifesting those things into your atmosphere, your environment. You're making sure that your energy and your spirit aligns with those things. And I'm here to tell you, God's making some things happen. And so I want to pray for you. Whatever your things are, I want to pray for you. Good. I see some prayer requests coming. Cord Dawson, cancer. Terrence, school. I'm praying for my friend Terrence. I'm praying for him. Tell him I'm praying for him. And Elder Missy, you better leave him alone. My daddy, his health. Come on, put your prayer requests up. Pastor and his family. Thank you so much. Come on, put the prayer requests up on the lines. Maybe you've got a prayer request that you don't want to type up. You don't want anybody to see. You can email your prayer requests to info@rehabcc.org. That's info@rehabcc.org. Email your prayer requests, and that prayer request, put in the subject line prayer request, and it will come directly to me, and I'll pray over your prayer requests. But come on quickly. I need to see about 10 more prayer requests before I pray for you. Good. Here they come. Here they are. Commitment. I'm staying committed, staying focused, receiving a full understanding of how things work. Absolutely praying for that. Health, wealth, opportunities. Man, that sounds like my declaration list. It's filled with some stuff about health and wealth and success. Man, I tell you, I'm excited about that. I love it. Keep going. Come on. You've got 15 seconds. Pray for my mom, her strength. Caring for my grandma. Absolutely will do that. It is so noble to take care of your parents and your grandparents and those connected to you. Pray for me that God has me where I'm supposed to be. He will cover me and deliver me, bring me out victorious. Absolutely, Brother Rodney, we'll do that. Come on. Pray for my family's health, my school endeavors. Whatever your prayer request is, I'm here to tell you, ma'am and sir, I'm praying for you. I'm praying for you this week. I'm believing that God's going to bless you, bring you out in a tremendous way. Listen, connect your hands like this as a sign of faith, as a symbol of faith. Wherever you are, connect your hands like this as a symbol of faith. If you are connected to somebody that you can touch and agree with, grab their hands. But if not, I want you to connect your hands as a symbol of faith right now, because we're about to pray. Are y'all ready? Come on. Are you connected? Let's pray. Father, in Jesus' name, thank you tonight for your word. Thank you for this time of gathering you've given us, this time of sharing you prepare for us tonight. I pray, God, that this word on wisdom has reached somebody, that it has empowered somebody, encouraged somebody to be everything that you've called them to be. I pray, God, that the seeds that were deposited tonight in this word would then be planted in someone's spirit, that it would sprout up more wisdom, sprout up more understanding, more knowledge, more ability for all of us to be everything that you've called us to be. Now, God, for every prayer request that's come across this line, we speak to those requests right now. Answer those prayers. God, you know the needs and the desires of your people. And so right now, God, I come to you asking you that you would meet those hearts' desires, that you would meet those requests, that you would continue to answer prayers as only you can. Not just those prayers, God, but the things that your people have been declaring since Sunday, that God, you would continue to make those things happen, that you would continue to create atmospheres and new energies for your people as we believe you daily for those things that we're trusting you for. God, we believe you for these things, and we count all of these things done in Jesus' name. Amen. Come on. If you pray it with me, if you put in a prayer request, I want you to type in the comments, it is so. Quickly, it is so. It is so. Come on. I am praying for you. I see more prayer requests still coming in, and I am praying for those things. If you prayed that prayer with me, that prayer of faith, I want you to type in the comments, it is so. It is so. Yes, Pastor, I prayed. Yes, Pastor, I believe it's going to happen. Yes, Pastor, I believe it's working out. Yes, Pastor, I believe things are working together for my good. Yes, Pastor, I believe God's going to answer my prayers. I want you to put it in the comments right now. It is so. It is so. And I'm here to tell you that God is going to answer your prayers. I believe he's going to do it. I believe he's working it out. I believe he's fixing it right now. Listen, while you're typing it is so, if anybody wants to be saved, if anybody wants to dedicate their life to Christ, if anybody wants to commit their life to Christ, this is the perfect time. What a perfect opportunity to dedicate your life to Christ, to commit your life to Christ. So grateful for the 2 souls that dedicated their life to Christ on Sunday after that powerful word on manifestation. And so if you want to be saved, remember Romans 10:9. All the Bible tells us that we have to do to be saved is confess with our mouths, believe with our hearts that Jesus Christ is who he is, did what he did for us, and we are saved. So I want to challenge you tonight. If you want to be saved, this ain't the time to walk. I want you to remain where you are. If you want to be saved, I want you to repeat this prayer with me. And if you're on the line and you are already saved, I need you praying right now. Pray like it's your brother repeating it. Pray like it's your sister repeating it, your father, your mother, your grandparents, your cousin. Pray like it's somebody you care about that's repeating this, because I'm here to tell you that when you pray for the needs of somebody else, God makes things happen for you. Listen, if you want to be saved, if you're listening to this replay and you want to be saved, and this message, this broadcast has spoke to your spirit, I want you to stop what you're doing and I want you to repeat this prayer after me. Are you ready? Repeat this. I'm a sinner. I'm not perfect. I've made some mistakes. I have some flaws and I have some failures. But I do believe that Jesus Christ was born of a virgin, lived on this earth just like I'm living. He suffered, bled, and died on the cross. But 3 days later, rose again for my sins. Because he lives, I can live, and I am saved. Listen, if you prayed that prayer of faith tonight, I want to welcome you to the royal family of Jesus Christ. You have made a powerful decision, and it is one of the best decisions, if not the best decision. In fact, it is the best decision that you have ever made. And so I want to welcome you. Now, I need you to find a church home. I don't care where you are, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Virginia, New York, California. I don't care where you are. I need you to find you a church home somewhere. Find you a preacher somewhere who has a word that you understand, who has a ministry that's doing kingdom and community work. Find that ministry. Put your hand virtually in that preacher's or pastor's hand. Join that ministry and dedicate your efforts, your time, your talent, even your treasure to that ministry. Maybe you're looking for a church home and the Rehab Christian Center is the place that you enjoy. I would love to welcome you to our ministry. Yes, we've got room for one more member. Yes, we've got room for one more family. And so if you want to be a part of this ministry, you should see moderators on the screen that are simply appealing to you now. If you want to be a part of this ministry, just simply like their comment and they will reach out to you and get some information from you. But we would love to welcome you to the Rehab Christian Center family. And we're so grateful for how God has expanded our family, even during this COVID season that we're all in. And so we would love to welcome you to what I call not the largest church on the planet, not the biggest, the baddest church on the planet, but by far the nicest church on the entire planet. And that's the most important thing to me. And so click the comment of the moderators that are on the screen. And if you want to be a part of this ministry, and I would love to be your pastor, I would love to walk alongside you on this journey that is called life, and everything that God is bringing to your life as a result of you being a part of the kingdom. All right. Would you do that? I hope you will. I hope somebody has not only dedicated their life to Christ, but I hope somebody tonight has decided to make Jesus their choice and make Rehab their location. I would love for you to do it. Would love to be your pastor. Listen, it's giving time. I want to challenge you quickly. I need you to give. Remember, as you are preparing to give, Sunday is Super Sunday. It is our first Super Seed Sunday, where we're going to be sowing a $99 seed on Sunday, every first Sunday, starting Sunday, as we're preparing to expand and enlarge what we do in terms of our building and our space. And so I want to challenge all of you to give. If this message, if this ministry has been a blessing to you, I want to challenge you tonight to sow into this ministry. And I promise you, God's going to bless you. So many testimonies of how God has blessed so many of you as you've been not only tuning in, but as you've been sowing into our ministry and giving. And we see the fruit that God has been producing in your life, and we're so grateful for it. So I want to challenge you to give. You can give one of three ways. Give your tithes, your offering, a special seed. One of three ways. You can give via Cash App at $REHABCC Give. That's $REHABCC Give. All right. You can give through our website by going to www.rehabcc.org. That's www.rehabcc.org. Choose online giving. You can give from there. Or finally, you can give from your cell phone by texting the word Rehab Works to 88202. Text Rehab Works to 88202 and right to your cell phone. You'll get the prompts, follow the prompts, and you can give right from your cell phone, regardless of where you are. All right. Again, let me give you these three avenues quickly. I need somebody to sow a seed tonight into this word, this message that you heard. And I promise you, God's going to bless you. You can give one of three ways. Cash App, $REHABCC Give. That's $REHABCC Give through our website, www.rehabcc.org, and just simply choose online giving. Or you can text the word Rehab Works to 88202. Text Rehab Works to 88202 and right to your cell phone. You'll see the prompts, follow the prompts, and you can be a blessing right where you are. All right. Listen, I hope this message has blessed you. I hope it's encouraged you. So good to see all of you during the middle of the week on the Tuesday. We're almost at that halfway point tomorrow, and I'm certainly praying that God is blessing you. Now, do me a favor. Don't forget your homework all week. I need you to remember your declaration. I need you to make sure that you're spending time saying it. And I can't wait to see you Sunday for part 2 of what a powerful message that we preached on Sunday. I'm here to tell you, part 2 is going to be powerful. It starts in your mind, and we're going to have part 2 on Sunday. And I need all of you. Listen, I need y'all to invite 10 people for Sunday, because I'm telling you, Sunday's going to be powerful. And man, this manifestation thing is life-changing. If you've applied those principles to your life, you should already be in that space where doubt is starting to leave your life, starting to leave your mind, and you're starting to feel positioned like God is going to do some things in your life. Some things are starting to happen because you believe it. You've been saying it. It's become a part of your spirit. And I can't wait to teach this so much stronger on Sunday. All right. So invite 10 people Sunday. Instagram, invite 10 people. I might even come back to you in this format. I'll come back to you in this format. Invite 10 people, get them on the line. And I promise you, this is going to be a blessing. All right. I love y'all. I'm praying for you and your family. I want you to have a fantastic week. Continue to pray for me. And if nothing else fails, I will look forward to seeing you on Sunday, 9:08 a.m. sharp for a powerful message. All right. I love you. I'm praying for you. Have a fantastic week. Peace and blessings.
Thank you for watching the Rehab Christian Center live experience. If this broadcast has been a blessing to you and you would like to be a blessing to our leader, Dr. Zeb Talley III, you can sow a seed into his ministry by Cash App at $Pastor ZT3. It is our prayer that this message of hope encourage, enlighten, and empower you to be better. Please tune in Sunday at 9:08 a.m. for our Sunday morning experience. And as always, be blessed and have a wonderful week.